chick. Like, at that moment, I realized I'm the side chick.
Good on your feet. Me will give you everything whether in my wallet or in my pocket. I mean, Phoebe.
Hi guys, I'm Jabri and welcome to my channel. And if you could take this time to subscribe down below, thank you. And today I will be doing a story time video about when I was the side chick. I was the side chick, you guys. So let's get into it. I was a freshman in college, and this was around the time me and my on and off again boyfriend was off again. So in my head, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I'm done with that. I'm not going back to that relationship. Like, I'm not going to that relationship. I'm on to the next. It was a day me and my friends needed groceries, and my school was having shuttles that day, and so you can get on the shuttle and you can go to the stores around town, go grocery shopping, all that other stuff. So I got them to come grocery shopping with me. So we get to Walmart, and I was like, y'all, ooh, let's please go to Shoe Show, because that Shoe Show always had like these cheap candies. Like, they had the Jolly Rancher sticks, they used to have the Now and Later, Sour Patch Kids, gummy bears, like all this cheap candy for like 10 cents. So I was like, ooh, please, because y'all know I love candy. Let's go, let's go. So they was like, oh my God, okay, Jabri, we don't have all day to be going with you up in here. So they came anyways. So we walk into Shoe Show, and I see this guy sitting down. And I looked at my friends. I was like, he is cute. And they was like, yeah, he is really cute. So he looking at me, I'm looking at him, and I'm just like, why he ain't say nothing to me? Like, you looking at me, you got me feeling myself the way you looking at me. So I get into Shoe Show, and it's like, normally I'd be taking all day picking out what candy I want, but this time I went up in there, grabbed some stuff, and got out because I wanted to go see if old dude was still out there. So I get out the store, whatever, got my stuff, my friends come with me, and he's still staring at me, and I'm staring at him, and I'm like, dang, like, I must not be looking too good. He ain't come say hey to a sister, like, what's up, what's up? So I go in the store, and I'm like, y'all, he look good. I gotta get his number. Like, I got to. They was like, Jabri, you ain't gonna get his number. You can't get his number. Blah, blah, blah. You ain't gonna be able to get his number. So now I'm like, y'all calling me ugly? The fuck? I mean, I know I ain't all that, but I ain't that ugly. Like, I can go get the number. It's just the number. Like, shoot, I can go out there and act like I'm selling something to still get the number. So I was like, whatever. I'm finna go get this number. So I told my friend Kayla, I said, Kayla, come with me outside right quick so I can get this number. And she was like, okay, Jabri. So we get out there, and he still sit down with he had on a Walmart uniform, so I knew he worked there. And so I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm Jabri. He was like, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. His name started with a K, so I'm going to say his name is Corey. So he's like, my name is Corey. And we started talking, whatever. He told me where he was from. I forgot where he was from, say he was from. But he told me where he was from. I told him where I was from. And so we conversating or whatever. He was like, you got a number? I was like, yeah, I got a number. And so he gave me I gave him my number, and I was like, okay, I'll talk to you later, talk to you some other time, see you around, blah, 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 all that good old stuff. So I'm grocery shopping, and I tell my friends, I was like, oh, I got the number. They was like, Jabri, you ain't get that number. You ain't get that number. How you get that number? Blah, blah, blah. Like, just going in, because they thought I could get the number. Like, for real, y'all, tell me down below, am I that ugly that I can't get a number if I wanted a number? Like, please let me know. Because I'm not, I ain't insecure or nothing, but still, just let a sister know. For real. So, I was like, yeah, I got the numbers, the rest of my stuff, and I check out, and I leave. So, fast forward some time. Me and him, we've been talking, like, on the phone a lot. Like, he'll call me, text me, you know, I text him and all this other stuff. And you wouldn't think that he was in a relationship, because he wasn't calling me at disrespectful hours. He's called me around 8, 9, and we used to stay on the phone till 4 in the morning. So I'm like, okay. So And of course, I did my investigation because, you know, that's what you do. You investigate. Somebody tell you their name, blah, blah, blah. You gonna go on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. You gonna go, I don't care what you say. Girls, y'all know y'all lurk. Y'all gonna go and lurk. And so, for what, only thing I found was his Facebook. So, apparently, I wasn't doing it right. So, I go on his Facebook and I see a picture from like 2011. It was him and a girl. And I didn't think nothing of it. He told me he was single. And this pic is the only picture he had for a girl. And it's all the way from 2011. So, I'm like, okay, whatever. And so, sometimes, more time, whatever. It was this big thing going in my school, and it was a Kappa party at one of the schools close by, and I was really close with one of the Kappas. And so he told me about this party. He was like, Jabri, you gotta come, bring a whole bunch of people. This gotta be popping, so I want you to invite everybody, so y'all come. So I invited a whole bunch of people, and I invited my best friend, her sister, and her sister boyfriend, whatever, at the time. And how our rooms were set up, I had my own room and my friend Kayla had her own room. And so I let them stay in my room, and I was gonna stay with Kayla. And so I was like, y'all, should I invite Corey up here or whatever? And they was like, yeah, invite him. He can come to the party at Sweetbriar. I didn't want him to come to the Kappa party. Like, okay, I'm gonna invite one of my friends to talk to Kayla. So the boy name start with I, so I'm just say his name is Isaac. So Corey and Isaac come over. Now it's me, Kayla, Corey, Isaac, my best friend, her sister, her boyfriend, and my friend Zuri, Felicia, Zay, Tia, and Naisha. And so I know that's a lot of people, but we all having fun, playing truth or dare, shooting pool, just playing games and all this other stuff. We just chilling, having a good time. And we decided not to go to the party at Sweetbriar. So the next day or whatever, it's time for the Kappa party. So I didn't want Corey and Isaac to come, and I thought they was leaving. I didn't know that Corey and Isaac had went to high school with the girl that stayed next door to me. I didn't know that. And they was like, well, if we not going with you, we gonna just ride with her, because you gave her the address and her boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That's fine. Y'all go. Have a good old time. That's cool. So we get there or whatever around the same time as Corey, Isaac, the girl they went to school with, and her boyfriend. And they had invited some of their friends. Corey and Isaac invited like 3 more of their friends. And so we was like 8 cars deep. And so we get inside. And the reason I didn't want Corey to come is because I already knew that a guy that I talked to was going to be there. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to get caught up. I wasn't trying to be Ursha. I'm so caught up. No, I wasn't trying to be like that. So I walk in, and who's the first person I see? We just gonna call him Joe. Joe was standing right there, and he was looking at me not like a, hey, babe. I mean, I wasn't babe. He wasn't my babe either. We just already knew each other. And so he was looking at me like, fuck, what's up? That's how he was looking at me. And I'm looking at him smiling. I didn't know that Corey was right behind me. So it's making it seem like I'm coming to the party with him. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. So I talked to Corey, and I was like, we should be able to dance with other people, you know. We not official or anything yet, and all this other stuff. He was like, yeah, that's true, blah, blah, blah. So Corey leaves, and I'm guessing he's drinking, like he's getting drunk. Joe hasn't said anything to me yet. Not one word. All he's doing is mugging me down. Like, he's just standing over there looking at me like, And I'm like, why is he doing that? So I was like, okay, I look good. I had on a little nice little two-piece dress, little skirt and shirt, crop top. You know, I was looking nice, looking good, looking decent. So I went up to him. I didn't even say hey. I just went up to him. I did his chin like this. Like, he had his, like, goatee. I got fat under that, but he had goatee or whatever, and I did his thing like this because he was looking good. And when I say every girl was up in there trying to get a dance from him, every girl, but he didn't dance with not one of them. No girl, none of them. So I wasn't dancing, he wasn't dancing. So he finally come and he grabs me, and then we start dancing. So we dancing, whatever, and then all of a sudden, my crazy friend Dawn, instead of just saying, Jabri, can we go to the bathroom or something, she gonna run up to me and, like, I'm not that tall, and she's like 5'11", and so I'm just I'm like 5'4". So she grabs me, and I'm like, what is you doing? She yelling, Corey's coming, Corey's coming, and I'm like, why did you say his name right in front of Joe? Like, who do that? And I look up, Corey was drunk, so he came and he posted up right next to me and Joe. And so I just walked away. Like, I couldn't say nothing. I'm like, man, forget this. So I just sit down, and everybody else having fun. I'm having fun too, but I just let Corey go do his thing, and Joe still mean mugging me from the corner. I'm just like, okay. So it's time to go. So it was like 2:30, and I see Joe leave. I was like, hey, he was like, nah, bro, cause you playing games, blah blah blah. Like, he's yelling. I'm just like, my bad, like, I didn't think that this was gonna happen, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. And then he gave me a hug, and then I was like, I'll text you, and all this other stuff. So let's just say that was the end of Joe. So now everybody coming at the party. Corey is drunk and is getting hyped by his friends. That's why you don't bring your girl to a party. You don't bring your girl to no party. Blah, blah, blah. Your girl don't need to be coming with you to a party. She should have stayed at home. And I'm like, whatever. Can we just go? Can we just go back to campus? Like, can we go? So Corey get in the car, whatever, but he locks my friend keys, well, not the keys, like, he locks the door. And how her door was, you wasn't supposed to lock it because you was gonna lock it out, because the key could not fit in the thing. They lost the key to go. Well, he locked us out the car. He got us locked out the car. And you want to know what he did? He got in the frame with his car and he left. So it was me and my best friend, her sister, and her boyfriend. It was all of us, and all my other friends, they had left before that because they was like, you riding with what you call it anyway, so we just gonna go back to school because they a little drunk. And I was like, now the people in the building coming out telling us that we have to leave, if not they was gonna call the police and all this other stuff.